Yeah, this was a new day, and what happened last year, I didn't really want to go into the match thinking about it. Obviously I had lost the match and, made way too many unforced errors, and, on a day like today, I just wanted to make sure that I was consistent and did the right thing, and, maybe didn't go for the lines as much, and just played smart tennis.
Maria, you're probably going to play the number one seed on Monday. And is it a disadvantage to come off of the 6-0, 6-0 win going into that match and not be that tournament tested in the last match?
No, every match is different, and you don't worry about a match that's 2 rounds away when you're going into a particular match on like today. You go out and you just try to win the match, and you worry about the next one when it's over, and whether it's a tough one or whether it's an easy one, and you still got to win it no matter what the score ends up being.
How would you describe the biggest differences between your style of play and Wozniacki's?
She can run all day and get a lot of balls back and make you hit tons of balls, and she changes the pace really well, and gets her opponents off balance, and she does many things well. That's why she's the top of the game.
Is there a match like that where you feel any mercy for the person on the other side, and how do you deal with that when you see that you're just completely dominating this teenage girl who's the first time on center court and all that?
To be honest, going into that type of situation, even before the match, not knowing who you're playing against, not knowing her game, knowing that the conditions are tough, it actually equalizes many things before the match, because none of you are able to really play your game. You have to be a little bit more careful than you usually are, and I don't think about the score. I just think about winning the next point.
Maria, she obviously was quite overwhelmed by your game and the conditions and everything. But despite all that, were you able to see potential in her, or could you comment at all on what she might, do well if she continues to work hard? A bit about her game.
It's obviously really unfortunate that she had to come out first time on Ash and be in those types of conditions. And I've been in those types of conditions and actually lost a few matches in those types of conditions during the day, and some tough ones. And overall, it's obviously really tough to tell. But she tried to be consistent, and I think she actually did really well in her serve, and maybe not gone for big serves and tried to get that in, and was really smart. But overall, I think I had a little bit too much firepower in the beginning, and that kind of really maybe caught her off guard, and she was late for a few balls, and then towards the end of the match, I think she started going for a little bit more, and making a few more errors.
You're 12 out of 14 since we're have you been on this type of hot streak before? And if so, what's the difference now than when you're struggling? How do you see the court differently?
I think a lot of it is match play, and looking back at my started the trip in Europe. I started in Madrid, where I was coming off that elbow injury, and I wasn't playing much tennis, not even practicing much, and I kind of had to go there and play, and I knew I wasn't ready. So the step that I made from there to the last match at Wimbledon, where I had my chances, I knew that I was playing better. Physically I was feeling good, and I was feeling confident. I used the opportunity of the 2 weeks that I had off before Stanford to really work and work hard in a few things, and and had a lot of not a lot, but I played 2 tournaments, and did quite well. Could have done better, but and here we are. I think the more matches you play, the better you feel, and the different types of opponents, and
Maria,
What do you think you do better than Caroline Wozniacki?
I don't know. I think we have different types of game, and I haven't played her in a while, so I'm not sure. I really don't know. I don't know how to answer that question.
Can it help you in any way that you have already won US Open?
She was the finalist here last year, so she's accustomed to the court and the atmosphere, and she obviously knows how to play good tennis on the court, and it'll be interesting.